Jr. Bobby, how you been, man?
Great, great.
Bobby, being around baseball all your life, who did you look up to when you were growing up?
Yeah, growing up, my dad's from Massachusetts, grew up a Red Sox fan, so I love watching Pedroia play. I was always kind of smaller growing up, and so just seeing him and then watching Jeter play, just how he was on and off the field, just played the game the right way, and just everyone loved him. And
Pedroia, man, that says something a lot about you because you know what, looking at you play reminds me a lot of the way how hard you play in and out every day.
Yeah, that's just something that kind of learned, got instilled in me at a young age, just always try to hustle and play the game the right way, and so it was pretty cool just to kind of grow up and watch Pedroia, meet him a couple times and be around him.
Why shortstop? Why not pitching?
I just love playing every day, and I love being in the action, and I love just kind of trying to help the team in any way, form, and I love hitting. So,
your father being a pitcher, did at any time did he says, look, did you try being pitching with him?
Yeah, he won. I pitched in high school, but then that was really it. I'd come in and close and stuff. I like doing it. I like having the ball in my hands, and so that was something that I did a little bit. But then after high school and I got drafted, I knew that.
Bobby, one of the hardest things for like a parent is to translate baseball to his son, because you've seen your dream through. When did you get it? When did you start clicking in and appreciate the job that your father was doing?
I think it was just watching the guys, because he's an agent, just seeing the guys, the work they put in, seeing the days, how long the days are, how many games you're playing, and so it's just knowing that it's a grind, but then if you're able to do it year in and year out, he did it for 16 years, and so it was just really kind of special just for me to and motivate me, because I always wanted to kind of do what he did and then do it at a higher level, and then so. I
saw that in MLB that you were saying that he helps you out to tell you the weakness of the batters, the pitchers, what their weakness is. Does that work?
Yeah, sometimes he'll just we'll talk about how he would pitch me, how he'd pitch guys here in certain situations or whatever it was, and so it's always nice to have that, and just he's been there, done that. The game's changed a little bit, but it's always good to kind of have it.
Now, Bobby, growing up, obviously, was there pressure? Every time that you play, let's say in Sandlot, Little League, you say, oh, you know what, that's Bobby with his father, man. How did you deal with that?
Yeah, I always think there was always kind of pressure, but I think as pressure is a privilege. If there's pressure on you, that means you're doing something right, and so I've always liked having that and just being able to kind of thrive with that, and so that was just something at a young age too. It was just like I enjoyed being in the big moments and those things, and so.
Hey, listen, you do a pretty good job of coming here to New York in those big moments, man.
I try. I don't know. We'll see.
Lastly, playing with Salvador Perez, man, how is that?
It's awesome.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, 100%, and so it's just a guy you look up to, and I've been so blessed to be able to kind of play with him the past 3 years, and it's just how he comes in each and every day, the same guy, and just how hard he works in the weight room. Last guy to leave, first one on the field, is just one of those kind of guys that you're like, wow, this is generational.
Bobby, listen, man, I admire your work, man, and to me, you're a future Hall of Famer, brother.